More than 500 staff members at Washington local schools are still without a new contract. That is after months of union negotiations. And tonight, 100 or so showed up in a show of solidarity for a Board of Education meeting. Steve Iwanek was there. He spoke with concerned teachers. So, Steve, is there a deal in sight?
Well, according to the Teachers Association, the two sides are expected to meet at the negotiating table next week. Now, school has been in session for about a month now, and according to employees, they hope that a resolution comes about soon. That way, this stalemate does not create any more tension. 80 days and no new contract for hundreds of frustrated teachers.
And that's a real concern. I mean, we have to have a concern.
Jeff Christophers is a fourth grade teacher at Monac Elementary. He's one of more than 500 staff members represented by the Teachers Association of Washington local schools, starting the school year without a new deal.
We're there day in and day out, regardless of how many pencils we have in our pouches or how many computers we have working that day. We're the staple to this entire district.
A group asking for support because Christophers claims the money coming in doesn't match the effort going out.
We as a district are the lowest paid district by contract in the entire area, but we work the second most minutes in the entire area.
We reached out to the district for comment on the negotiations. They shared, quote, Washington local schools is looking forward to getting back together for negotiations next week, optimistic that we will settle a contract for our teachers. We will respect the process and speak further once negotiations are complete. The two sides began negotiations back in March and have had to enter mediation in order to strike a deal, asking for better pay and student support.
What we're trying to provide for the students is supplemental services, wraparound services, being able to truly give our kids everything that they should be afforded as a Washington local student.
Jennifer Gent is the president of the Teachers Association, a fellow teacher, 8th grade language arts at Washington Junior High. She says despite the stalled negotiations, she's proud of the resilience of the people she represents.
When I see my TALS members coming out the way they're coming out tonight, the way they've been coming out in other calls of actions in these past several weeks that we started the year without a contract, this lets me know that it's not just a lone effort or a negotiations team's effort.
The two sides are expected to talk again next Wednesday, hoping that the pen can finally hit the paper.
I am very hopeful. I'm always an optimist, and I always remain hopeful in whatever we are trying to accomplish on behalf of our members and the students that we serve.
Now, we did ask Christophers if a strike could be on the table if a deal is not reached soon, and he told us that that's not out of the realm of possibility, but right now he's solely focused on next week's meeting, and we will continue to follow the story to see if a deal is reached. Reporting here in West Toledo, Steve Iwanek, WTOL 11.